Welcome to WealthDom. My name is Nova BM. I'm the portfolio manager and the founder of WealthDom. And here are today's topics. With iPhone 16 releasing today, Apple is maybe at risk of losing place number 1 due to Huawei, which already has, with its newest phone, which folds 3 times, it already has 2.7 million pre-orders. Also, the stock market seems to be rebounding. So let's just get started with the stock market rebound after a last week's huge sell-off. A sharp sell-off of the stock market, as you saw last week, has investors pretty much on the edge of their seat, with the S&P 500 losing 3.64% the last week. So it's closed with minus 3.64%. The Nasdaq Composite closed with minus 5.44%. And the entire sell-off was basically triggered by the technology sector, where Nvidia lost 14.72% in the last 5 days. Concerns in the job market, which we saw the latest reports last week, this has raised concerns about the strength of the US economy and its possibility of a recession, which will, well, not right now. The recession is still further out, but there are risks with the yield curve still uninverted. It is inverted, but it has to uninvert, and then the countdown runs with roughly 6 to 18 months after its uninversion. It's complete and maintained uninversion, because it uninverted just a tinge in the last weeks. So this would mean less selling, less revenue, lower sales, and lower future income, meaning to lower prices, which will lead to lower stock prices. So let's just take a quick look at today's markets, and then we're going to jump into Apple and Huawei. Now, the global economy, the inflation's nothing out today from the European Union or the US economy. Only China reports their inflation rate, which does raise a couple of concerns. As you can see here, the forecast was 0.7 and they reported 0.6 from a prior of 0.5. So this will be out today. Then tomorrow in the US, we're going to have the unemployment rate. Then Australia is going to have its Westpac consumer confidence, the MBA business confidence, and then the balance of trade for China. The week ahead will also have on Wednesday core inflation for the US markets, so stay sharp. This is going to be extremely interesting. Also, the European Union on Thursday going to have its deposit facility rate and a ECB interest rate decision. We are expecting a cut, so the forecast is, as you can see here, a 4% for a prior of 4.25%, meaning a 2.25 basis points of cuts will be expected from the ECB, the European Central Bank. Then PPI will come out for the US, and also we're going to have the ECB press conference after that. Then on Friday, we're going to have for the US the consumer sentiment, and then we're going to wrap up the week with interest rate production for China on Saturday. We're not going to cover that, but we are going to cover everything else here. It's going to be an interesting week. The markets, the futures are pointing higher today, signifying a pretty good open from last week's sell-off. So this is the complete last week from here, from the 3rd to the 6th, where we opened on Monday, but the US markets will close. So this is only Europe, and then we got our sell-off. Boom, 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 till the jobs report. So we are sitting here on the 100-day mark. We have a rebound. We're going to test the 50-day moving average from the 100-day moving average, and if we surpass this, then maybe we're going to have a bit of a rebound, and then we're going to see another fall down, testing maybe the 200-day moving average. Okay, it seems that oil is a bit up, although it's still taking on the chin. Oil seems not to be able to surpass 70, which is, well, let's just say it's not bad, it's also not good. Gold fell a bit. Silver also had a rough week last week, and copper, of course, a really rough week. The US dollar decreasing, and Bitcoin and Ethereum are looking to open up stronger. Let's take a look at earnings now. We don't have anything significant right now that we're looking for. All of these are, as you can see, just in the million range of market capitalization, so we're not going to cover those earnings. And also, earnings season is right around the corner with October then. So that's it for earnings. Now let's take a look at Apple's event and Huawei, because Apple has its event today with the new iPhone 16 coming out. There are no more surprises. Everything is in the press already. So if you're considering upgrading to your iPhone 16, here's what you need to know. An incremental upgrade if you own an iPhone 15, or so a regular one, a Pro or a Pro Max, the changes might feel minor unless you're on a upgraded path or a good deal. I wouldn't suggest that you upgrade your iPhone. So if you're on a regular 15, maybe then, but if you're on a Pro or a Pro Max, because the only improvement mainly is targeted at AI, performance, and camera features. So Apple Intelligence, that's what they call it, AI, get it? Apple Intelligence, AI. So on the iPhone 16 will be emphasized advanced AI capabilities, which in the iPhone 15 Pro model already supports. So this may not feel like a huge leap if you're coming from the last generation. Camera enhancements, the most notable improvements is the ultra-wide lens, upgraded to a 48 megapixel sensor. Man, I can still remember when I had my Nokia phone. Those were the times. I know I'm getting old. So the sensor will be upgraded to 48 pixels, and that's pretty much it. There's also a new capacitive camera button below the power button, which lets you take pictures and videos and even swipe a zoom in and out between still and video formats. So for the design, the titanium frames and the possible new colors options are expected, along with the new camera button. So that's basically it for its styling. Of course, we also have the Apple Watch Series 10. The upcoming Apple Watch will see more sustainable changes, especially at the market's 10-year anniversary since its introduction. So a larger display, a faster processor, sleep apnea detection will be integrated and is a major health feature. The ultra-wide module will maintain its 2022 design, but also receive sleep apnea detection. So that's basically it. The iPods, bigger updates are expected in the lower and middle tier models. That reminds me, I have to change my AirPods. I think the microphone is broken. So note to self. And notable additions include noise cancellation making its way down from the Pro modules, basically being integrated in lower end options. If you're looking for AirPods, then this will be the time to buy if the lower tiers with lower prices have more features. Okay, now Huawei, really quick to Huawei. As soon as the Apple event is revealed, they're also revealing their 3 times flip phone, not the flip phone, but free-fold phone. Say that real fast 3 times. Which already got, as I said, 2.7 million pre-orders. It's a lot. It's the Huawei Mate X3, a free-fold phone. Basically Huawei, which is a private company from China. Yeah, as private as you can get in China. The phone is expected to be released in the upcoming weeks and will be available in China, Europe, and the US market. Maybe. Who knows? So key takeaways, Huawei has received 2.7 million pre-orders. This is really, really important. The China company began pre-orders for its Mate XT on the last Saturday, so a couple of days ago, and it was more than 2 days after the iPhone's expected release. So key takeaways from this, Huawei is clearly trying to take market cap or market power from Apple. Huawei is Apple's main competition in my perspective. And with stricter regulations, so far and so on, it could take its place. Who knows? Let's watch Apple stock. I'm currently out of Apple stock, looking to add back to it because it's a great product. Come on, let's be serious. That's number one. Number two, as a stock, it's pretty much highly weighted in any ETF. So each time you put a penny into ETF, X% goes automatically to Apple and the price rise. So in conclusion, we are still remaining confident over the markets. We are going to see a deep bottom in, we're expecting 8 to 10% correction here in October. And then we are expecting a Santa Claus rally, hopefully after the election. Okay, stay safe out there. My name is Norbert BM. This was Wealth Done. Like, share, subscribe. Click that notification bell in order to get notified. We're here from Monday to Friday, and then on Saturday, we're doing our portfolio review with what we sold, what we bought, and why we did it. This is Fed. Take care. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.